and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do this. Go, go. 180. Heavy on the edges. Check it back. Great 15. Hang in there now.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Staying open.
Forward, Tokyo.
Watch out. Check.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
18 Gator.
Record. Check 99.
Ready?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Now It's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Just like that. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Certainly was a great September for Christian McCaffrey. Offensive Player of the Month. 629 yards from scrimmage in that first month, including 25 catches, 4 total touchdowns. And then he began October even stronger. A massive day, Week 5 against Jacksonville. 237 total yards and 3 touchdowns, including an 84-yarder. On second and a couple. Newton, they'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Gun, gun, gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
He's tight right here, he's tight on the right. Express! We got three, fellas, we got 3. 57.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 56 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mario Addison gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll hit Jackson, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught by Jackson, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's first and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down.
Man, I got you. Man.
On the delay, it's Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Sunday. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Delayed give to Sproles. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
We ain't giving him nothing.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on second and 14. Wentz trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
50, check 50. Check 6 down.
And the blitz does come. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yo. Check. Lucky. 36.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Gun.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah. Good. Watch 57. Double dog.
Great.
Switch.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go. Waiting.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 70 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 38 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
57, off. Check tight. Watch safety creep.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go. 180.
54, Mike. Check back.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sunday.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This is McCaffrey. He's got room to run past the 20. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 92 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. That's caught by Howard. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Hey, Rip 5-2, come here.
Mike 59. Okay.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 59. Mike is...
Here's Wentz to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
General West. Kill.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He's checking.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Elliott puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Set. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. All right, let's get there. Kill.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Sproles. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 37. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on .com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.